Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play Wasteland 2 Director's Cut, episode 225 of IVATOPia. And we've got the evidence now about the slavers, and we're heading into Heidi's to hand it over, basically.
Maybe I could catch a disease. That would show everybody.
To Heidi's Hollywood Hideaway.
Show them what?
Where your pleasure
here.
is our pleasure.
She was here last time.
I'm Heidi Hollander at your service.
You were here last time.
Ah, it's you again.
Again? I haven't seen you before. You weren't here.
Please forgive my brusqueness at the cemetery. It's hard to be pleasant when one is grieving.
Oh, you're at the cemetery.
What can I do for you all?
Are
you here for business or pleasure?
She wasn't the one
or both.
Okay, 1 second. She wasn't the one earlier, was she? Who was basically giving the speech, and I thought it was a flow. I don't know if I should give it to her or not. Both.
Marvelous. Well then, let's get business out of the way first. We'll save pleasure for dessert. Whatever your need is, Heidi's Hideaway can provide. You want to help me? Isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
Sadly, though, the Hideaway has all the talent we need at the moment. And the HSP seems to have everything in Hollywood well in hand. Unless you were thinking of storming the Bastion of Faith and sending those god militia madmen packing, I'm afraid I have nothing for you.
I do not.
I am the owner and madam of the Hideaway, Heidi Hollander. It's my pleasure to provide pleasure to all who come through these doors. All right, all right. There are 1 or 2 things on my plate that require a steadier hand than the HSP can provide. One will test your diplomacy. The other will test your martial abilities.
Hey, what?
If you take care of the first for me, then we'll see about letting you take a crack at those pistol-packing priests.
Yes.
Marvelous. Then here is the first one. My most trusted lieutenant, Mistress Veronica, Lady of Pain and Ecstasy, has been acting oddly lately.
Evidence.
I have seen similar behavior before, and while I could not believe it of her at first, I worry she may be in love. And a prostitute, a dominatrix no less, in love is of less value than one unattached. So, my quest for you, find out if I'm right. Speak to her. Offer to help. And see if she admits her condition.
There's a condition, okay. How about slavery?
There is no slavery in Hollywood. Every one of my entertainers is here of their own free will.
There is.
And it is the same for the boys and girls who work at the Chinese casino. I have never coerced anyone.
No, you haven't.
Or asked anyone to do anything against their will. And I never will. They do what they love, and they love what they do. I have heard those rumors, but I had the HSP investigate, and they came up with nothing. The girls and boys who supposedly disappeared, well, some went back home. Some got jobs in other towns.
It's pretty locked up still.
Some wandered off as wanderers do. The stories of slavers prowling schwags are just stories. Possibly put about by jealous competitors to try and keep people from eating there. There's no truth to them. This is very serious, and I thank you for bringing it to my attention. I will have the HSP look into this immediately. But please, do nothing on your own. This must be handled internally with a minimum of fuss. Hollywood's reputation cannot be compromised.
I thought I saw the evidence of Fingo. What do you know about the Brown Crown?
I wouldn't eat there if I were you. Ma Brown is a nice enough lady, but she isn't very careful about keeping her kitchen clean. Try Schwags instead. May I recommend enjoying one of our icons, each harkening back to the golden age of star making. On the female side, we have our blonde bombshell Marilyn, our brunette playmate Raquel, our sweet soul sister Pam, and our beach bunny Beau. On the male side, we have our brooding rebel Dean, our perfect gentleman Carrie, our smooth operator Billy D, and our suntan surfer Hasselhoff. And if none of those strike your fancy, or if you prefer the darker side of things, Mistress Veronica awaits you in the dungeon below with the more dangerous selection of companions. Now, which shall it be? You'll find what you're looking for in the back room. Enjoy. My dearest darling, who came to me lost and alone, and who under my tutelage blossomed to become the most beloved of my icons. Then later, the dark and delicious mistress she is today. She is my second in command, an inspired performer who can be gracious or cruel, kind or cold, whichever her visitors desire. The finest police force in the West, with the possible exception of the Rangers, of course. You will not meet a more dedicated group of men and women.
Yeah,
I swear they are never out of uniform. The militia turned the old observatory into a fortress, and let beasts and mutants run wild in the park below it, as protection against attack, and as a challenge for the fanatic fools who want to join their ranks. The Gauntlet of Samson, they call it.
Okay.
They are the bane of my existence. For years, they were too busy fighting the gangs of Los Feliz and Glendale to bother us. But now that those territories are pacified, they've declared us their new crusade. Well, I won't let it happen. The militia want to erase us from the face of the earth. I'll erase them first. I don't know how yet, but I won't rest until the Bastion of Faith is a smoking wreck.
So the Crusades then, I cut her off here. They raid us constantly, breaking through our walls, plundering our supplies, caravans, killing without mercy. I have lots of friends, employees, and it is killing our businesses too. Tourists who are our lifeblood are afraid to visit. We are withering away. Everything I have worked to create here is friend.
Oh, you'll love the Chinese casino. It doesn't offer everything we offer, but well, you have to get out of bed sometime, don't you? So, why not take in a show or thrill to the excitement of high-stakes gambling? The Chinese is the classiest entertainment establishment on this coast, and is run by the classiest gentleman, my dear friend, Manny Wong. A fine and friendly eating establishment, and the social hub of Hollywood. Everyone who's anybody goes there to see and be seen. Some of the brightest stars of stage and boudoir have been discovered there, and young hopefuls flock there every day. It is well worth a visit. You'll find what you're looking for in the back room. Enjoy. You'll find what you're looking for in the back room. I'm afraid Beau is currently indisposed. Perhaps you could try back tomorrow. You'll find what you're looking for. I'm afraid Carrie is currently indisposed. You'll find what you're looking. You'll find what you're looking. A trial by combat, named after their goon of a messiah, Red Samson. Aspirants who want to join the militia must fight their way up through killing fields of mutants and monstrous beasts to the observatory. Excuse me, the Bastion of Faith. A tiny little place that only exists so that the aspirants who come to the Bastion for the Gauntlet of Samson can have a place to sleep before starting up the hill. A wild, barbaric place across the river to the east. I don't know much about it, and never had the inclination to learn more. A tough customer, but the kindest, most honest man in Hollywood. A true gentleman who has created the greatest entertainment destination on the West Coast. Some street crazy with a sledgehammer who saw a videotape and thought he found God.
Oh, okay.
Died in a gang fight about 50 years ago. The only thing more pathetic than the story of his life is the fools who believe he was the second coming. Come back when you're looking for some entertainment.
I want to be a
Rangers.
whore.
What? We don't need any Ron Howard lookalikes right now.
Ah? Ron who?
From Happy Days, isn't it? I think that's what you're referring to. Okay, so let's go for our little thingies first. Marlin, why not? Well, what the? She looks something like that. Maybe you're the one. Yes. Oh yeah, get it on. Oh lover, you're what? You're so strong. Disease, axe rat. Drippy dragon, fudge. What? These are the high class ones up here. Who's this? Dean. Ralphie, it's your turn. How you doing, baby? Wanna go make nice? Yes! Yeah, go Ralphie! Turn the light, I wanna show you something. Prepare your bodies. See you, baby. You didn't get anything. Billy D. Oh yeah! Okay, turn down the streets and get in the mood. Oh baby, you're so smooth. The Hoff. Ay, caramba. How you doing, hot stuff? Looking pretty good. Want to hit the sheets? Yes! We're having a lot of action tonight. Prepare your bodies! You're totally blowing my mind! You want to hit the sheets? No! No? If you want to play, you've got to pay. No scrap. Hit the road, Jack. Come on, you're trying to get a second one. Okay. How do I get a thingy in there? Pam time. How you doing, baby? You ready to take your fill? Yes! That's what I like to hear. Now you come in and let's have some fun. Oh, sugar, that's a meal and a half. And finally, Rachel. Want me to be your kitten? Yeah! Come in, I'll have you purring in no time. Ooh, meow. How do you drippy dragon? Yeah, how do we get downstairs now? Through here, wasn't it? Or was it that one? Oh, we didn't come this way before. Oopsie. This is the office. How do you do something in there later? It's the other side. Hopefully we can still get the stuff to Veronica. I just with her sense of slavery. Oh. Let me go back a minute. What the? The God's Military, they said they're Christians, they said they're trying to save sinners. All they do is kill them, I hate them. Sinners, all they do is... Yeah, right, that. I hate them. They broke through the East Wall 2 days ago and gunned down everyone they could. Darling was just coming off the continent. Oh God, I can't bear to think about it. So, okay, that's the end of it. A little bit of crying. Okay. Hopefully we can give it to her still. Have you found the proof? Like, yes. Let me see. This is perfect. Now, please take this to Heidi. Show it to her. She'll have to... Oh, good. Whew! I was worried that by showing it her she was going to keep it, then I couldn't give it to her. But I kind of did it backwards. Already shown. You already shown it to her? And she Do you have the essence and take care of it? Sigh, I know where that's going, nowhere. Well, at least you tried. Thank you, Rangers. Wait, Rangers, listen. You asked before if you could help me with any personal matters, and I was reluctant. But after this, fine. I trust you now. So there is one thing, if you're still interested. What kind? I trust you now, but I showed it to someone before you, but okay. We're interested. And thank you. It's a bit embarrassing for a woman in my position. I've fallen in love, and worse, in love with a customer. I call him the Broken Man. He comes here to be beaten for his sins, he says, and they must be terrible, for I have sometimes nearly killed him, and he still feels it's not enough. I don't know his name, and I have never seen his face. Are you in love with him then? Literally, all you do is beating a masked guy. You're literally beating a masked guy over and over, and you're in love with it. What? He wears a mask, but I love him, and I fear for him. He used to come once a week, but I haven't seen him in a month. I'm afraid something's happened to him, or that I did something to offend him. How can you offend him if you've been beating the living snot out of him? I know it's crazy to ask you to find a man whose face I can't describe, but if you meet a tall man, very thin, with a sad voice, can you ask him if he knows someone named Veronica? And if he does, can you ask him to come back to her? The other bit of information I have on the Broken Man is that he is not from Hollywood, maybe Las Vegas. That's where I need to go. So everyone's point in that area. Or I dread to think that he could be from... Oh. Yes. Thank you, I know it's just shut in the dark, but if you find him, I'll be eternally grateful. Until we meet again, welcome to the dungeon of Harden's Hollywood out here. It said about the thing, could I go for it? Did you find the Broken Man, right? No. Please keep looking, I'm forever in your debt. Do you know about the Broken Man? He's never removed his mask, but I can't tell you much. He is tall and lean and moves with a practiced grace. Yet so much weight in his shoulder, I do not know what burdens him so. So with that being said, I guess we're going to save the game and end this episode. So please like, please subscribe, please see you next time. I'm IVATOPIA, have a great one out there. Bye everybody, like and subscribe and share the video. Thank you very much, see you next time, bye.